What up? My name's Hakeem Bellamy. I bring you greetings from the United States of America. Born in Philadelphia, now living in Albuquerque, New Mexico for about the past 11 years. I want to say what up, morning to the people in Belize. And I look forward to coming there and facilitating a couple of workshops with my good friends and homies from here, from Albuquerque, Virginia, and Stephanie. And so they asked me to put together a couple of words to kind of share what I do, as well as talk about my interest in coming to Belize, and the kind of writing and kind of emancipatory, participatory art that I create. And so a lot of what I do is historical research. A lot of it is experience based and identity based because of my life as a African American man, as a black man in America. And I write a lot about that. But I think it's really interesting to be going to a country that is much more fresh, much more visionary, much more excited in the nature of their post-colonial existence, and how people in America, as young a country as we are, try to study post-colonial efforts in Africa and in the Latin Americas and in the Caribbean, as though that wasn't just us 300 years ago. And so we get really paternalistic about it, even though we're way younger than some of the empirical countries that did the colonizing, the British, the Spanish. I know Belize knows a lot about that, the French and the Dutch and people like that. So for me, it's just going to be interesting to be somewhere where the energy is actually now, and the energy is actually palpable as far as revolution, as far as nation building, as far as identity building. It's not something that happened 300 years ago, and then we pretend we're in a post-racial America, when if you watch the news, you can see churches getting burnt every week and black men getting executed by the police state every other day. So yeah, we haven't come as far as we like to believe. So I'm really excited to come represent 1981, independence, Belize, and help the people there, the young people, the old people, the intergenerational people, the queer people of all ages, people of all stripes, coming together and kind of tell their story in a really unique and artistic way when I get to come workshop there in a little while. So I put together some words about like the centrality of your post-colonial ism as opposed to the periphery. I think in the States we look at that thing as like something that's in our periphery and it's not central to our existence and our being, though it should be, right? We like to talk about forefathers, but we don't like to talk about revolution. So this first poem is about that, and then the second poem is just kind of what I do in kind of a hip-hop aesthetic way. The second poem is titled Belize, and then the first poem, let me find it here, is titled Birth of a Nation, a poem. Check it out. They don't birth civilizations on the backs of volcanoes anymore. Don't saddle dinosaur remains, no breathe no fire into ruins and savannas. They don't put people in panadas, all people of different colors, of different corn, white, yellow, blue, brown, black, like Ricardo, like fry jacks for the Johnny, like water for cocoa, like refried beans here and there. And they don't mix races anymore. Don't ceviche our culture, let us fish for one another. Don't let us Gonzalo Guerrero and shipwreck one another like Red Carib, Arawak, and West African. We got Afuna with one another. They don't punta, soca, and bruck down in the womb of civilization anymore. They don't birth them at all. They discover. They adopt. We adapt until we art. We art at least 6 languages, singing 6 Belizean plays, pressing poems out of plantains, pressing palms into mountains. We not cost of living, we quality of life. We fleeing farms for forests, canopies for canvases, paint crazy colors with crushed petals of 4,000 plus floral families. We genus, we species, we geniuses, we speaking, we planting our future around us, one black orchid at a time, thick as a forest of mahogany dreams. We carved out of the bottom of ships. We still recognize white men on boats as pirates. We keeping pirates at bay. We Mayans and maybes, quilling our names at the foot of the Atlantic, quilting Central America to the Caribbean. They don't make them like this anymore. Stork feathers stuck in the earth, like a flag pointing to our planet, pointing to our birth. Belize. Be the paradise on the other side of the Atlantic. Be the place that doesn't trade slaves. Be the shore our ancestors call heaven, be those mahogany calls kin, be a lighter shade of brown on 99.5 FM, be the healer of past lives, be the new quality of lifestyle, be the cost of living, be the price of giving, be the cure for busy, be seasick on the fishing boat, be lovesick on the beach, be seafood on the peninsula, be the pharmacy in the rainforest, be the farmer in the family, be the hips of the soca, be the feet of the soccer, beat the floor of the punta, beat the floor of the punta, beat the floor of the punta, be the garafuna, be the coconut, milk, and rice, be Belize after 1981, be leave after 1981, be artists, be writers, be painters, be actors, be dancers, be magic, be healers, be laughter, be Hakeem, be after, post-colonial, post-capture, post-rapture, post-after, be beyond, be come, be stow, be friend, be love, Belize.